I'm Jenny Gaines, and I'm here today to talk about garlic. Not just that it's good for you, because we all already know that. It's actually great for you, but I'm here today to talk about how to ensure that you get all the nutrients that it has to offer. And I got this information originally from Eating on the Wild Side by Joe Robinson, and this book is awesome. I'll get back to this in a minute, but meanwhile, you know, I have so many different ideas for videos. I'm brand new at this, but I decided to make this my very first video because it's this kind of information from this book that inspired me to do my own channel. I study nutrition all the time. It's my hobby, and sometimes I come across something that is so meaningful that I feel like this should be mainstream. Why aren't more people talking about this? So this is my effort to get people to talk about this and spread the news. I read this book about 6 years ago, and ever since I tell people all the time, and nobody's ever heard of the information that I have for you today. So hopefully this starts to get it out there more. But what she uncovers in this book is that in 2001, a group of chemists from Israel discovered something critical about the viability of garlic's most precious nutrient. They confirmed that allicin is the most active compound in garlic, but it doesn't even exist in garlic until it's cut. So the two compounds that create allicin with a chemical reaction that happens after it's cut is isolated in different compartments when in the whole garlic form, in the whole clove. But when when it's cut and that barrier between them is ruptured, they commingle, a chemical reaction happens, and the almighty allicin is formed. So what you want to do is you want to cut your garlic, but here's the critical information that's so important. One of the enzymes that's responsible for making allicin is heat sensitive. So if you cut your garlic and you throw it into a hot pan or a hot dish, then that enzyme is going to be destroyed, and therefore the allicin is going to be, it wouldn't have even been made at that point. So the key is to, that distracted me. I wonder if that came on film, that little piece of spittle. Anyway, what was I saying? So to reiterate, what you want to do is chop your garlic, wait 10 minutes, and then cook with it. There you go. That's it. That's how easy it is, and it's so meaningful. That information was critical for me because I was cooking with garlic, sometimes overdoing the garlic just because I know it's so healthy for me, but I was mincing it right into a hot pan, and I know a lot of other people do the same. So now I know, so do you, and this is how I do it at home to make it even more convenient. Every time I cook, I do it in advance. I actually blend my garlic. I will buy a ton of it, blend it. I asked my son to go get garlic for this video, and I told him to get a lot, and he did, but he got it the pre-packaged, and I think I'm not even really sure if this is a horrible thing. I do know that the pre-minced garlic that's in the jar, it's always in a clear jar, which is even worse because anything in a clear jar where light is coming through, anything cut is going to start dissipating. The nutrients are going to start dissipating. Anything that is cut and has light coming at it all the time, it's very likely that the nutrients are so dissipated that it's not even worth the trouble. But it doesn't even taste that good either, and it's soaking in preservatives. So do not buy the pre-minced garlic, mince it yourself. But the pre-peeled, now, you know, it obviously doesn't have the allicin in it because the allicin doesn't form until it's cut. So we know that will be definitely viable when you cut it, but it is packaged in plastic, and I don't know how long it's been sitting in this clear plastic. So I would definitely recommend a whole globe that still has the skin on. But nonetheless, this is convenient, and I put it in a blender, blend it, put it in ice cube trays, throw it in my freezer, obviously wait the 10 minutes, throw it in my freezer, and then put it in a freezer bag. That way, every time I go to cook with garlic, it's done, fully loaded with allicin, and all I do is take a cube and throw it in my dish. No muss, no fuss. So hope that helps and hope you come back for more videos. Thanks.